Hey guys, my name's Avarti, and today we're going to be talking about villages, towns and cities in the next Elder Scrolls. This is a pretty major point for the series, as the people and towns of the Elder Scrolls universe arguably make the Elder Scrolls world the amazing immersive place that it is. That being said, a lot could be done to further improve the people and towns in the next game. It's probably handy to note that some of the stuff I talk about in this video isn't actually that practical, it's more theoretical. So just keep that in mind. The first thing I'm going to mention is change over time. As time progresses during the game, towns and cities should be constructing new buildings, as this is what a normal functioning city normally does. Every few months a new house could be constructed in the outskirts of the city, and as more houses are built, a new farm might be needed to feed the populace. Obviously this would be very hard to do, and I don't have any inkling as to how Bethesda might achieve this feat, but would make the game a hell of a lot more cool and immersive. And link with the idea about change, as the seasons change throughout the year, so should the activity within a city or town. For example, there would most likely be less people out and about the streets during winter, and during the summer you would be more likely to find people partying and drinking outdoors. Also, in the winter it'd be pretty cool if you could find people digging up snow from the streets to form paths. I just think that would be loads of fun to see. Another thing I'm going to mention is a sense of individuality for each city. What I mean is that each city should be unique and have something that makes it distinguishable from the other cities. This definitely needs to be improved, as in Skyrim I felt a few of the cities were just too similar to each other. For example, Falkreath really didn't have that much going for it apart from maybe the Dark Brotherhood Sanctuary, which was outside of the city anyway, as did Dawnstar. Whiterun was supposed to be a sort of trade hub of Skyrim, but this didn't really make it individual, as there was only ever one trade caravan, which was the Khajiit one, and Whiterun was the size of a village more than a city. In the next Elder Scrolls they need to try and be more effective in making the cities individual. They could do this in several ways. For example, if a city is well known for trade, just have loads of people trading in it. It's simple. There needs to be loads of caravans and shops in order to show the player that yes, this place is where people come to trade. It's no use telling a player that a city is a trade hub when visibly it looks more like a destitute village. A good example of a city that seemed individual was Skingrad from Oblivion. Skingrad is a city well known for its fine wines, and in order to show the player this, the city featured massive vineyards outside the walls, and within the city there were many rich families that owned these vineyards. Something as simple as this makes the game way more interesting. Now this is a really obvious point that I've sort of mentioned indirectly, but the cities generally need to be larger overall. As I said, Whiterun was more of a village with a fort rather than a fully fledged city. If Whiterun was to be classed as a city, it would easily need to be 3 to 4 times larger than it currently is. This can be done, as Novigrad in The Witcher 3 was massive like an actual city, so using next generation technology, which is available, Bethesda is fully capable of making larger cities like the ones found in Witcher 3. And when I say larger, I don't just mean add loads of roads and houses that are meaningless. I want to see more shops, more quests, and larger walls with fortifications. Falkreath in Skyrim could hardly be considered a city, partly due to the fact it only had 2 walls which were only about 10 meters long. A city wall should have ballista, trebuchets and lots of guards on patrol. All in all, cities need to be larger and more realistic, with outward representations that they are indeed individual and not the same as other cities. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video, and if you haven't already, subscribe. Feel free to leave your thoughts down in the comments section below as well.